Now we're running short on time here, so I'll make it quick. Ultimately, for the day, we had hundreds of millions of impressions, about 100 million on the social web alone, over 400 million through our digital ads. We were the #1 trending topic on Twitter for the morning, #2 on Google Trends for the day. 500,000 people came to FordVehicles.com to do a build-in price, and we actually saw more people come after they went to Facebook rather than people that just came from the ad itself. So it shows us that that level of engagement is absolutely crucial. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, but ultimately, when all was said and done, the impact that we had with that exercise was greater than that of a Super Bowl ad. So it just goes to show you how if you use paid, earned, and owned media working together in a deliberate way, and you're upfront with your audience about it, you can really have an impact. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. I want to talk a little bit about promoted tweets and then close with a final video. We asked a number of marketing bloggers to ask questions of Jim Farley, our Chief Marketing Officer, who was at the Paris Motor Show, and then he answered those questions via video. Well, Mac Collier, who's a social media and marketing blogger, wrote about that, and then, of course, he has his Twitter account set up so that it comes directly from his blog. So he's got a headline and a link to his blog. So Jim was talking about how we've realized so much savings in traditional media spend by doing something like the Fiesta movement, where the level of awareness was already there before the vehicle launch. Mac thought that was pretty cool. And it was cool how Jim responded to him directly. So he tweeted about it, and we looked at that, and we said, that's a pretty good tweet that you've got there, Mac. So we approached him and asked him if he would be okay if we promoted his tweet, not ours. Because ultimately, it's what other people are saying about us. It's not what we're saying about ourselves. And Mac was like, well, let me make sure I understand this. You're going to pay to advertise this to drive people to my blog? And we're like, yeah, that's exactly what we want to do. He's like, okay. So we had to retweet it. So it became our tweet. But it was Mac's content and Mac's site. And ultimately, we actually got called out by Adweek for that, as somebody who was trying something new and doing something different. So paid media generating earned media, once again. So it's this constant cycle that we're seeing. Wait a minute, how'd that get in there? I usually use this with board presentations, but what's happening now is people are actually paying attention to what we're doing. They're looking at our engagement, they're looking at our marketing, and it's making them change their attitude about the company and ultimately about our products if they're taking the time to see what it is that we're making. And all along, we've been talking about the people and the passion that come from our brands. And I mentioned that blue oval earlier on, that there are millions of people that are already passionate about Ford. And one guy I want to introduce you to is a guy by the name of Roger Keeney, who has had a lifelong dream to be able to drive a Mustang. And we wanted to give him that opportunity. The challenge is Roger is blind. And we wanted to take that passion that he had and put it to good use. And there's a whole webisodic series about that, but I want to share with you the story about how we actually found Roger and heard about his desire and what we did. If you can play the video, please. I guess we're missing the sound. Well, that's going to really take the wind out of it. Well, so much for my big finish. We'll skip this then. So people want to know if you can sell a car on Twitter. And I'm here to tell you, you can. Now, this doesn't happen that we just send out a tweet and somebody buys a car. It doesn't work like that. Right? We wish it did. But it was about getting their attention, creating a relationship, right? Being respectful of his time and creating a trusted relationship. And this is exactly the cadence of thought and of conversation that we're looking for from our fans moving forward. There's so much more that we're doing that I wish I had time to tell you about. But the fact of the matter is, we're all aligned as one Ford. We absolutely want to make sure that we're speaking, thinking, and feeling like the customers and respecting their valuable time, but giving them some reason to believe and ultimately a reason to buy a Ford. So thank you very much. Happy to take any questions.